Hey guys, welcome back to Peetz Survival Shack. I'm just going to show you some of the things that I switched over from my primary vehicle to this vehicle for a weekend getaway. I live in the Pacific Northwest and we're supposed to get a pretty big storm on the pass, so I decided to take this vehicle that has studs. So I'm just going to show you guys what I switched over and what I think is important to always carry in your car, especially during the winter. So let's get into it. So first of all, some of the things that I threw in the glove box were a trauma kit. It's very important to always carry a trauma kit in your car, so I swapped that over. I also threw in just a little headlamp, just so I always have extra flashlight right next to me when we're driving. Another big important item that I threw in was my get home bag. I'm not going to go over what's inside this. I'll save that for a future video, but I have it in this waterproof backpack, which is super nice and handy, especially for the winter time. And up here, I threw in a pair of waterproof boots. These are just my work boots. I normally have another pair of waterproof boots that I just leave in the car all the time that I never wear, so I just threw them in the car just so you always have a pair of waterproof boots. So that's that. And then next, I just threw in a small sleeping bag and then a down blanket and a wool blanket, just in case something happens, we get stuck on the pass and we need to hang out in the car for a while. We want to shut off the car so we don't run out of gas. We've got ways to keep warm. I've got other blankets in here for my kids and another one that I keep up in the driver's seat for my wife because I like it a lot cooler than she does. Another thing I switched over that's important to keep in your vehicle is a little toolkit. So in my toolkit, I have just some batteries. Not really a necessity, but I just like to have extra batteries if I need it. Got a couple pairs of gloves, a little thing of WD-40, some vice grips, some needle nose pliers. I've got different sizes of sockets. So what I like to do is look up what vehicle you're driving and what sockets are most common for that vehicle so that you don't have to have a super big tool bag. Just keeps it lighter, more minimal. And then I also have wrenches for the same size, and I've got a crescent wrench, another thing of pliers, some Gorilla Tape, a bunch of assortment sizes of zip ties, more gloves, and then a flathead Phillips screwdriver, and then some more zip ties. So that's what I keep in that bag. And then up here, I just threw in an axe. It's always nice to have an axe. And then this bag up here is what I keep in my wife's car all the time. So I didn't switch anything out. I just left it the same. Up here, I've got a fire extinguisher, 2 soft shackles, and a strap. And then in this one, I just have a couple extra clothes, a down jacket, an extra backpack, just so if I need to leave the vehicle, I can throw extra stuff in there. So I've got extra clothes in here too, a beanie, a balaclava, and then just a couple extra things of food. I do have a way to cook stuff in my get home bag. And then over here, I've got a fixed blade, and then a flashlight, some leather gloves, and a big garbage bag. And then in this zipper pouch, I'm not gonna take it out, but I've got a bigger puffer jacket and a wool quarter zip. So now I'm gonna move all this stuff and show you what I put underneath here. Now we can go over some stuff that I threw in this compartment. So there are already a pair of jumper cables and extra oil that I always like to keep in the vehicle, so I didn't have to put that in. There's also another little fire extinguisher, but what I threw in was some extra food. These are super high in protein and last a really long time. They don't taste good, but it's nice to have in there. Threw in a couple extra ponchos, just good things to have. Some toilet paper, dude wipes, and then some tuna packets, also good sources of protein and calories, and easy and small. I threw in a little shovel, which is nice. It's always good to have a shovel with you. This one's nice because it's just super small, lightweight, doesn't take up a lot of space, and it'll get the job done. I threw in some extra coolant and some extra windshield wiper fluid, just good stuff to keep. And then I threw in a little pump. You just plug it into a cigarette lighter, and you can pump up your tire if you got one that's low or you get a flat. I've got a little tire repair kit that's always super good to have. I've got a bunch of different stuff, gauges, stuff to repair a puncture. And then I just came across these not too long ago. They're little tire plugs, but all you do is use a Phillips screwdriver and you just screw it into your plug. I haven't used them, so I'm not sure how they work, but super small, super easy, so thought I'd try them out. And then it's also good to carry another way to jump your car. It's good to carry jumper cables, but if you're out alone somewhere, you don't have another vehicle to jump off, then this is a great way to jump your vehicle. This one can jump up to a 6-liter diesel. This is what I keep in my work truck. So that's just a couple of the things that I threw in my vehicle for traveling this weekend. I also filled all the cup holders up with extra water. It's always great to have lots of water. And then I had multiple ways to filter water that I didn't show you between this, and then I also had my EDC backpack that I never leave home with. So if you'd like to see a video on my get home bag or my EDC bag, then let me know. I also had some extra stuff that I brought for my kids, so if you want to see that stuff, let me know in the comments, and let me know what you think I didn't need to bring and what things I'm missing. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and thanks for watching.